He's in the back, in the back.
Hi guys, welcome back to Dragonbile here. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Hope you enjoy the show and hope you learn something or two. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for joining me once again. This time I'll be busy with Gigas. We have got a bunch of Gigas already, which we've tamed. This is the first time that we're actually breeding Gigas. And the reason for this is the Valintines event cuts everything down to a third. So instead of having to wait 14 days to raise these suckers, what we're doing is we're going to try and get them fully grown within 4 days. Also a bit of a better opportunity for you guys to get interrupted by some other player here. Anyways, I'll cut you short over here and I'll have a chat to him and then we'll get back to the movie. Okay, so we back, and where was I? Alright, we're basically talking about Gigas. It's going to take a third of the time to raise them. There's no ways I would spend 2 weeks raising Gigas under normal circumstances, and even worse with the spoil timer on meat on Scorched Earth. Well, definitely I wouldn't be doing it here as well. I'd rather be doing it on the island servers or maybe the center servers. But being this event as it is, this isn't going to be difficult. Remember, all we need to do here is get these guys to juveniles. Once they're juveniles, got the trough ready over here, we'll fill it up with meat and they will self-service. They'll eat themselves. The big thing is to keep them full now of meat. Both of these started off with only being able to put 5 meat in at a time, but they are quickly increasing that stomach size. And the bigger the stomach size, the more meat you can put in, obviously, and the less often you got to be standing around them. So let's put this in here. They are really putting on a lot of stomach here. Stats wise, okay, so we got a 210 and we got a 209 from their mommy and daddy, of course. And if we have a look at the stats of the 209, health 18,000, pretty standard for a high level. The stamina is 404, a little bit low. We'll increase that. Oxygen, don't need to worry about. Food is fine. Weight is 924, wouldn't have to worry anything about there. Melee is 150, which is not that high. I would prefer a melee a little bit higher than that for this level of Giga, but it's pretty easy once he's big, because they're both boys. Once he's big, we'll take him out into the desert, we'll get to the death worms, and we're going to level them up really quickly. And that's kind of where I would be putting all of his Ingram points into. His Ingram points, his leveling up points would be into melee. I wouldn't be touching anything else, maybe a bit of stamina. When it comes to Monster Munch over here, his brother, 18,000 again, standard on the health. Stamina 405, low, we'll increase that. Oxygen, no problem. Food, no problem. Weight, no problem. Melee, 170. Right, so there's a benefit. There's 20 more melee in this one than in his brother over there. But it's a good base. This is a good base to start on if I'm going to be breeding with him, which I surely will. I will use him to breed again, and then that would surely increase his offspring's base on melee damage. Okay, for the guys that would like to leave right now and go and do something else, what I will do is quickly take a run around my base over here. Well, my base and Fire's base, obviously. We'll show you what's going on. This is our breeding pen. It's made out of metal, so it's hardier. Nothing can really break it. It runs off a generator. And in here are all our air cons. This is exactly the same place that I've hatched and raised over 30 Wyverns. We've done our T-Rexes in there. All our babies get raised in there. Important to have salt bin with salt in it. Keeps your meat fine. Important to have your fridge around here. Keep your fridge here to keep your meat going. And obviously your feeding trough. Over here we have a whole bunch of Morellatops. They basically just here for eggs. We collected hundreds of eggs. Up here we keep our Bronto. Okay, maybe a bit of rubber banding there. Up here we keep our Bronto. We keep the Mammoth. That's for harvesting. Around the corner over here, this is basically just for eggs again. We get so many eggs here, we don't know what to do with them anymore. Thorny dragons. So many eggs, I'm not going to collect that. See. So basically this is our egg pen. So everything in here is basically for production, harvesting, and raising. Around our base, these are all our... Okay, that's my dragon over there. Was hatched yesterday at a 170. We've got our rock golems or rock elements all around here, easy tames. If you look at the previous video I made on how to tame these things, very easy. In our main door, we got dragons in here, we've got snails in the corner, inside up there, full of dragons. When we make prime meat, you'll notice this is where the stove is. Got a workbench, got a safe, got salt once again. So you kill whatever's got prime, your dragon, you come in, you land here. You obviously got salt in your body and you make your prime meat. Got another fridge out here, got a whole bunch of preserving bins out here, which we make our jerky with. Well, if you come inside, it's not the neatest base inside, but it surely works. We've got a chemical bench, got the grinder, got the cooking pot, got some more safes in here. Kind of more the admin block we're going into here now. A lot of stuff in here, a lot of fridges, whole bunch of eggs in here. This is basically our Wyvern eggs. And in here is where we go to sleep at night. Inside, up and around. Little bed over here as well. And we got more eggs here from scorpions. So basically eggs all around here as well. This is all just for egg production. Got a bees, buffalo, froggy. Got a whole bunch of Argentavis in here. Oops, yeah, let's not go down there. So basically all this was also just for eggs. Over there we got moths, eggs, vultures for eggs. We've got other vultures inside here. But let's get out of here. You'll notice a lot of doors, a lot of segregation inside. That's just in case something does by mistake or on purpose break a hole into our base on this PvE server. It doesn't just wander from one room to the other freely. It'll have to break another wall, etc. And that's pretty difficult on PvE. And in here, a whole bunch of safes again. Obviously important stuff in here. Over this side, we've got some Triceratops. We got some young sheep in here. These sheep are now fully grown. Good. These were youngsters, and we're obviously hatching. We bred them yesterday. Got them up to eating out of the trough on their own, and they're doing so. There's that door. Secret passage. We got some of our little punks over here as well. Up here, this is Fire's pet, whole bunch of dragons up here. These are actually dragons we keep, and on the other side or higher up on the roof are actually our dragons that we sell. Yesterday was doing Wyvern hatching. And I took 5, or the day before, sorry. Took 5 Wyvern eggs because I didn't want to do more than 5 at a time. And what happens? I get the triplets of 175 lightnings. So that's going to be keeping, or was keeping me busy, because everything I have to do is double. So basically that's what you do. You run up and down, and you don't leave your babies alone for too long. Keep yourself busy but not distracted, and you raise your young. Obviously these are Gigas, but you can do this with your Rexes, with anything else that you really need to raise. This is just basics of how to raise them. And I'll cut this short for now. What I'm basically going to do now is go and help another guy just with taming a rock element as well. Then I'll be coming back, checking on the babies again, and I'll make little snippets, put it all together in one video, so that I don't keep you busy for 3 days in a row on one video. I'll see you in the second part of this video just in a bit. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes, like an hour since I've last been here. Let's have a look here. See, growth has been pretty good. Just going to set the camera a little bit here. It's night time, and I want you guys to be able to see what's going on, but not getting a glaring view of everything. So there we go. They're doing very well. Their stomach size has increased nicely, so I don't have to visit them or stay with them every 10 minutes or so. So while we're at it, I will show you the rest of our base. It is night time. Let's take this Wyvern. It's not mine, it's Fire's, but yeah. There's an extension of our base. It basically runs down into the desert over here, our main base over there, stepping down into our desert base. You'll see it's open. It's a real big open area, but it's like this for a reason. Is we've got Gigas spread out all over here, and they're all following an animal in here. So if somebody should kite a rock golem in here, which is impossible with these metal fences, but say they weren't metal fences and somebody kited a rock golem in here, these Gigas would have destroyed it. Yes, you can kite Wyverns in here. People have done that before, but there's no match for these Gigas. I've myself have brought an alpha in here, plus 100 level alpha in here to see what would happen, and it didn't kill any animal down here. The Gigas just annihilated them. We've also got Kronos's base down here and Custer's base down here, both of them members of us, so they pretty much have got the best defense around. Friend of mine's base up here, old Pinto, he's got himself some animals in here, but he will still have to work a bit on his perimeter fence, because a rock golem kited into this place would just cause havoc. So what we'll do is a lot of lag this morning on this server. So what we'll do is we'll head back into base. I don't feel like having to DC today and having to go and find myself, but the lag is terrible today. And there we go. That's basically a view of all our animals that we've got inside our base as the base spawns in around them. Terrible lag today. And we come back and we have a look at our little babies. Actually, we'll collect some meat again. If you're wondering why have I got all that clay in my inventory, is somebody was asking for some clay, if anybody could help them with clay, and I said, I've replied to him, but now he doesn't seem to be online. So yeah, that's the issue with all the clay. I'll see you guys a bit later when the babies have grown somewhat. Cheers. Okay, so it's been basically another half an hour since I've last seen you guys, and all my meat is done in the fridge. So I suppose it's off to go hunting now. There's no real specific types of animals that I'm going to be after. Chibboas give a hell of a lot of meat, snakes give a lot of meat. So I'll just be going for basically anything I see around here. So here we go. Let's go for them. Get this meat in here, man. Come on, babies. Come. Time to liven it up a bit. Get the meat in here. Ah, you bring your friend, eh? You bring your friend. Not gonna help. We have the power of the fire. So yeah, if you're watching this video and it's still on this Easter, oh my word, why Easter? And it's still on this event, the Valentine's event, you really should be taming. There's almost no excuse not to be taming at this point in time. Alright, for you guys that don't know, just hold in T and move your mouse button around, or you could just go transfer all items, and there we go. I'll just go and pick out my berries, pick out the meat, and look at that, a whole bunch of meat in there, of which the Gigas are going to be needing some. Oh, and I don't know if I said so, the brilliant part about this period, this season now that we're in with this Valentine's, is not only is taming a third of the time, as well as hatching, etc. The big bonus on this is they only eat, or they only get hungry a third amount of the time. So if you see where I'm going with this is, they wouldn't eat 66% of the food normally required to get one of these to adulthood. You'll only need 33% because it's 1/3. So it's a hell of a big saving on meat and running around, as well as the timing. And then when we get to the actual one scare portion on the imprinting, it gives you bonus level as well. It's not going to be a 3% or a 4%. It increases that as well. I know that our sheep were giving 25% imprint per imprint. On the Wyverns we're 15%. But I'll see you guys just now. Cheers. Okay, so Monster Munch over here, his first session with me is for a cuddle. So let's give him his cuddle. And there's an imprint of 4%. Okay, so we got a little bit bored with the Gigas over there and decided to carry on taming some other things. A couple of eggs I had in the fridge, some Rex eggs that were brought and given to me. This Wyvern egg over here, the 160, was brought along by Small Basic. It's his and will be his when it's hatched and tamed or brought up. Got a Giga in over here as well. It's actually just interested in seeing its stats, nothing really much more than that. And then also we got these babies over here. Yoo-hoo! Let me just give them something to eat. I was looking for a high level, but they're actually not that great. And I'm thinking maybe I should just kill them. And Fire and Crazy Jane just looked at me with murdering eyes, as if you just dare kill that thing. But they'll move away and I'll be here. So yes, this is what we're busy with, and I'll keep you updated. Okay, so it's been a good couple of hours since we've had a chat, since I've been here. In the meantime, been flying around and we were looking for Rexes. Carbu's been looking for some real high leveled ones with good stats. Rootman on that side dropped to 150, but Carbu didn't like the stats. I dropped to 145 over here, and he didn't like the stats on this one either, so he didn't want it either. So I'll be taming this, or I am taming this for fire in the meantime. Not too bad, 6-6 on the health, melee 250. But if you're looking for a real good Rex, that's a 145 to 150. Look for health at around about between 8,000. 8,000 is really nice, and melee around about 300. Then you know you've got yourself a nice Rex. But nothing wrong with this one. Still going to level out some nice levels, as well as we will level it up. And it is a female. We will breed with it as well later on. So yeah, it's plus 71 level. Probably get another 70 levels on top of the 145 here, which would give it some nice stats. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Basically, this is Rex Triangle. Anyways, so when I'm done here, I'll go pick up Fire. Fire will come back here with the saddle, and she will take that Rex back home. Home sweet home is over there. So when I get back home, I'll be showing you what the Rexes, the baby Rexes, and our Gigas are looking like. Okay, so we are back in our base over here. That was Pinto. Our mutant is growing up pretty nicely. Is it a he or she? Female. She hatched like this. There's no paint involved, and not a really high level whatsoever, but it does show that you don't need to have high levels to get these mutants. Right, let's take a quick look around. A whole bunch of these Rexies over here, and they're all growing up nicely, different levels. This is a 158, it's a 163, there's a nice 216. These are all juveniles, so the juveniles are all eating out of the troughs over here. We've got 3 of them filled with meat. And where are our Gigas? Yeah, the guys that we started off with, looking very good. The Gigas are, in fact, with every cuddle and hug, etc., are giving us more stats, base stats. Remember, this one started off with melee damage 155. It's now 155.9. It was around about 18,000 on the health. Is now 20k. We have a look at this one over here. He was at 170 damage. He's got 6.4 extra. He was also at 18,000. He's got another 2,000 on there as well. So they are doing really well. Hopefully I'll be able to put enough meat into the trough tonight to keep them alive until tomorrow, because I would hate waking up tomorrow and finding them all gone because they ran out of food. But there are a whole bunch of these Rexes, even the little runt over there. The Wyverns, they're doing pretty well. Look at this. Also upgrading nicely. This is the one poison of 190. It is looking good. It's got 7,500 health. Probably come out around about 8,000 and 330, 40 maybe, or even more. It'll come out with more melee than that. So I'll probably find 9,000 would be around about the health, as well as melee of touch and go 350, 360. So it's going to be a really nice poison. And remember the little babies, look at these little Ankies, they're growing just as well, eating, and they're also all eating from the troughs. They're all juveniles. Yeah, the fire ones, these are the triplets. The bugger, the one egg that I said I was gonna hatch turned out to be triplets. Okay, this was for small basic. He gave me the egg to hatch for them, and it ended up being triplets. So I'll get to keep one of them, and he'll be taking the other 2. This lightning over here has been aptly named Manticore, as you guys have seen. It's for the Manticore. I don't know what you call it, tournament. And a nice little fire here. This fire is just not going to be too bad. 242 and 8,000 health already. Normally the fire wyverns don't come out with great stats, but this one's not that bad. So there we go. Our little house of dinosaurs has increased. Okay, so it's another day. It's actually the afternoon of another day since I've last been on, and it's very disappointing. Woke up this morning to find that our baby wyverns, that 6 out of the 7 had despawned. No reason why, just gone. No deaths. You can look it up, you can see what dies. You just push L in your tribe and you go down, look at the bottom, and it tells you all in red are stuff that dies, or when it dies, or when something gets destroyed. Nothing died whatsoever. And our wyverns, the ones that I was taming for our friends, gone. And that's really, really disappointing. I have sent numerous mails to ARC before, informing them that we have dinos that despawn. Not just myself, there are other players on this 705 also experiencing the same things with dinos despawning. And it's absolutely bullshit. Yes, they're saying it's an alpha game, but for how long do you want to have an alpha game going and postponing your release date? There are issues here that need to be sorted out, in-game issues that they are totally ignoring and carrying on adding new dinos, etc., while they're not fixing the current glitches. And that really annoys me. Anyway, that being said, our baby Brontos have now grown. They're almost mature. And there's the one with the purple back as well. Very beautiful dino. And of course Fire hatched another 3 baby wyverns. I really don't want anything to do with them, because I have probably got to have to look after them, because she doesn't go milk hunting. But in any case, be that as may, I'm still really pissed off with ARC for letting our other dinos disappear. They were all over here like yesterday. There was only one wyvern that survived, and it was standing right over here. It was the one it was the one fire wyvern that looked like sand, a sand color, and it was fine. For the rest, all bloody well gone. Then our Rexes are all here, no issues with their Rexes, all alive and kicking. Our Gigas are all alive and kicking. I'm really impressed with them. They're looking really good, and they're getting some beautiful stats as and when I cuddle them or give them kibble or something like that. I mean, remember, this one was a base 170 on melee. It is a 185 now, looking really good. On the health side, it was at what, 18,000? It is now 23,000. These are beast gigas. They are going to be so beautiful. The Rexes as well. I mean, let me not forget about the Rexes. That 158 over there. Here is a 216. Let's have a look at the 216 Rex over here. It's already got 9,400 health and a 395 melee. Really beautiful. This is my little dragon that I've been out with. This is one of the Rexes that needed to go for walkies and is now outside. Our rock golems all over there. Here's some more of the babies that also had to go walkies, and that's why they're out here. And here is the surviving adolescent wyvern. I am so sorry. I'm still pissed about them not fixing the game. At least I can say what? We have lost about 18 or 19 animals to despawning, and we keep sending mails to ARC, and they keep replying saying, oh, must remember it's an alpha game, as well as they don't replace dinos. Oh, while we're on to that, they don't replace dinos. That's a good lie as well, because when there were glitches in the past, I have been reimbursed, and I wasn't online when they did it, and they left me a message. And look, it's part of my tribe. They said it's my tribe that wrote this message. It's Bulldust. They wrote it. It says, here's your reimbursement for your lost wyvern. Keep in mind that GMs will not be able to do reimbursement for a while due to policies. Wild Card Studios. So they can't come and bullshit me and tell me they don't do it, because they have done it for me before, and this is clearly not a player issue. This is a wild card arc issue, and I really need an reimbursement of my wyverns, because it's bullshit. Hopefully that's the end of my saltiness now for arc, because it really is a good game otherwise than that. And yeah, that's it. There's nothing really much more to be said. These guys will all grow up overnight. Tomorrow will be the dawn of a new age. If I don't despawn. I had to slip that one in there. Tomorrow is going to be a dawn of the new age here. And we'll have Giga. Well, the Gigas won't completely be ready. Our Rexes will be ready. That Wyvern will be ready. And we will be traveling the arc on our new dinos and leveling them again. I'm going to call this pretty much it for this long raising session of our Gigas from breeding. I think it is, or was, informative, especially during this event where everything was compressed to a third of the time and a third of what needs to be eaten, etc. So I'll get this one out there for you guys to have a look, maybe learn something and quickly get in a tame or two. Most people are taming at the moment, or breeding is really the best time. So thank you once again for watching another YouTube video with me, Dragonbile. I really appreciate the views, and I appreciate the likes, and I appreciate the subscriptions. Please smash those likes, write down the comments. I do interact with the community. I do let people know what I think, and I also answer your questions. If there's anything you guys want me to answer or want me to do, let me know, and I'll be able to let you know in the comments below if it's possible or when I'll be doing that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Cheers.